Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News update. Fears are growing for the welfare of a man from the Kurri area who's been missing now for more than 24 hours. 61-year-old Roy Quinton was last seen at about 7:40 yesterday morning at a home on Stamford Street at Pelham. Efforts to contact him have been unsuccessful, and police and family hold serious concerns for his welfare. Roy was last seen wearing a white polo shirt with the John Deere logo, faded blue jeans and work boots. We've posted Roy's photo on the 2NURFM Hunter News Facebook page. Firefighters are gearing up for another difficult day with a total fire ban now in force across the Greater Hunter. Extreme fire conditions have been forecast ahead of a cooler southerly change later today. A bushfire off Old Maitland Road at Cessnock, which broke out yesterday, is now under control. Crews have been kept busy attending to several small grass and bushfires overnight. Meanwhile, a fire which has burnt through around 1,000 hectares at Scone since Sunday is still being controlled. A police pursuit has ended with the arrests of two men at Wallsend. Several police vehicles began following a black car on Newcastle Road at about 7:15 this morning, with the chase ending at the intersection of Thomas and Metcalfe Streets, where the two males were taken into custody. Police are expected to release more details later this morning. The region's peak business body says employment figures for the Hunter back up claims women across Australia are being undervalued in the workforce. It comes after a new report this week revealed women's inability to fully participate in the workforce is costing the economy billions of dollars. Business Hunter CEO Bob Hawes says more needs to be done to entice female workers into the Hunter's energy, manufacturing and STEM sectors.
There's absolutely no doubt those sorts of mechanisms will facilitate greater participation by women. And in some of those industries, it might not make a lot of difference because, as I said, then we've got a bigger job to do on being able to market to the female workforce to know that they can join industries that they traditionally haven't done so.
Federal opposition leader Peter Dutton has visited Port Stephens for the second time in as many months as the fight to stop the Hunter offshore wind zone steps up. He was in Nelson Bay yesterday to again call on the government to reopen community consultation following public opposition to the project, which would see hundreds of turbines placed off the coast. Peter Dutton says fishing and tourism operators' concerns about the potential impacts on their livelihoods should be taken into account. The University of Newcastle's current Chancellor says while he believes the institution will be in good hands when he retires, the future won't be without its challenges. Paul Jeans will step down from the position at the end of the year, with former Australian High Commissioner to New Zealand Patricia Forsyth set to replace him. He says the new Chancellor's biggest challenge will be to boost enrolments for those from regional communities.
One of the challenges, I think, for the future is that whilst we have over 40% of 25 to 34-year-olds with higher education qualifications in the cities, that's not so in the region, and that situation exists both in the Hunter and the Central Coast.
2NURFM Sport.
Jets captain Brandon O'Neill will return for his side's Sunday clash against Melbourne Victory. He missed their season opener draw with Perth after copping a suspension during their Australia Cup defeat in August. Coach Rob Stanton says it's still unknown whether O'Neill will start on the bench or on the field, but says he'll be there no matter what. Former Knights halfback Adam Clune will join English Super League club Huddersfield, becoming the latest ex-Novocastrian to defect to England. The 28-year-old finished a 2-year stint with Newcastle this year and is understood to have signed a multi-year deal with the Giants. He's one of 4 departing players to join the English Super League, alongside Lachlan Fitzgibbon, Lachlan Miller and Farmanu Brown. And Toronto golfer Jake Riley is a late addition to the Australian side for this week's Asia Pacific Amateur, where he'll join fellow Novocastrian Jai Picken. That's sport, I'm Bella Middleton.
And the winning numbers in Oz Lotto are 3, 5, 25, 30, 39, 40 and 47, and the supplementaries are 19, 33 and 44. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.